the season, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Young. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle. 2nd and 8 coming up. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
3rd and short yardage, Young. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball. Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Young off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Young to throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Vick. And it's caught off the deflection. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
First down, Vick. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Young looks to throw on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Young on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On play action, Vick. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Vick. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Vick on 3rd and 2. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Vick to the air again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Jackson now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Vic now from the 50. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Again, it's Vic. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now here's Vic. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 34.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd down and goal. Vic, flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. is Young. They'll indeed go for it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Jackson now to return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second and 6.
Vick to throw it. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake, Vick. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, the better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now Young.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. They'll run right side with Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff for Gore. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff running left is Mostert, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and push it in with Gore. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A handoff right. It's Gore. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.